told the girl who kissed my boyfriend for a play that she is desperate and pathetic. So my boyfriend Jake had gotten the lead role in our school's spring production of Romeo and Juliet. I was actually pretty excited about it because he'd been working so hard on his audition. The girl who got Juliet was this sophomore named Ashley, who everyone knew was kind of boy crazy. She'd already dated like 3 guys from the drama club that year alone. At first everything seemed fine. Jake would come home from rehearsals talking about blocking and line reads, normal theater stuff. But then, after about 2 weeks, he started acting weird. He'd be on his phone constantly, smiling at texts during dinner with my family. When I'd ask who he was texting, he'd just say, "Cast group chat," and flip his phone over. The red flag moment happened when I went to pick him up from rehearsal early one day. I walked into the theater, and there's Ashley, sitting way too close to Jake on the edge of the stage. She had her hand on his arm and was laughing at something he said. When they saw me, she jumped back like she'd been caught doing something. Jake tried to play it off, saying they were just going over their lines, but Ashley gave me this weird smile and said, "Hey girl, your boyfriend is such a good Romeo." So passionate. The way she said passionate made my skin crawl. Things got worse over the next few weeks. Ashley started showing up to Jake's basketball games, which she'd never done before. She'd post Instagram stories from rehearsal with captions like, "Chemistry is everything in theater," with Jake clearly visible in the background. My friends started sending me screenshots asking if I was okay with this. The breaking point came during tech week. I decided to surprise Jake with coffee and snacks for the cast. I got there during their dinner break and couldn't find him anywhere. Finally, someone told me he was probably backstage in the prop room. I walked back there and heard voices. Through the slightly open door, I could see Ashley and Jake. She was standing really close to him, touching his chest, and saying something about how the kiss scene would be more believable if they practiced it more. Then she just leaned in and kissed him. Not a stage kiss. A real, full-on kiss. Jake didn't push her away immediately. He kissed her back for like 3 seconds before stepping back and saying, "Ashley, we shouldn't." But the damage was done. I saw everything. I was so angry I could barely think straight. I pushed the door open and walked in. Ashley jumped back and tried to act casual, saying, "Oh hey, we were just rehearsing the balcony scene." I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "Rehearsing? You realize how desperate and pathetic you look right now? Throwing yourself at someone else's boyfriend like this? It's actually embarrassing." Her face went bright red. She started stammering about how it was just for the play and I was overreacting, but I wasn't done. "You've been chasing after Jake for weeks. The Instagram posts, showing up to his games, the constant touching. Everyone can see how thirsty you are. It's honestly sad that you need to steal someone else's boyfriend to feel good about yourself." Jake tried to interrupt, but I held up my hand. "And you," I said to him, "we're done. If you want to make out with desperate girls in prop rooms, you can do it as a single man." I walked out of there feeling like my heart was breaking, but also kind of proud of myself for standing up to both of them. The whole cast had heard everything because the walls were thin, and everyone was eating dinner right outside. The next day at school, word had spread everywhere. Ashley couldn't even look at me in the hallways.